would you get a Wiiware read-on swordplay game that acts like Wii Sports Resort swordplay with ghosts? An average so-so game. This game is called GhostSlayer. It takes place in a haunted area called Hellstone Mountains that was surrounded by ghosts and zombies. You play as the GhostSlayer that battles evil spirits that plagues the mortal world. So you have to eliminate all hostiles in your path to reach to the Ghost Queen in order to save the world. To tell you the truth, the character model looks like Edgar Frog from the Lost Boys. I can't believe I made that reference. The gameplay is a first-person rear-arm swordplay game that kind of similar to Wii Sports Resort. Instead of enemies attacking you, you have ghosts attacking you. All you have to do is slay these ghosts back to hell with your magic sword. In the beginning of the game, you can choose 2 types of controls, and they give you tutorials to practice your sword skills. And let me discuss to you about these 2 types of controls in this rear-arm sword game. The Wii remote alone, you slash the Wii remote by doing up and down waggle to attack your slashes, and block by holding the B button to block and hold the position of the blade to block their attacks and changing your attack position. Well, the Wii remote alone felt clunky and broken, so I really disappointed. But the second type control saves the day because you can use the Wii Motion Plus for realistic sword plays and parries in better control, which I recommend to myself. And I can make this ghost dance with the slashes in this tutorial. Look at it. Oh yeah. Also, when your sword meter is full, you can hold down the A button and slash to do a special attack. The game has 8 stages and they're about 5 or 10 minutes long of each stage. Some of them are stages look similar from the last stages. For instance, stage 7 looks similar from stage 4 and the final stage looks similar for stage 5. But it is the same stages, except the stages are in different color. Reminds me of that part from the movie Grandma's Boy when the game tester told the enemies look similar from the first stage, so he came up with the idea to tell them to change their color so it can be cheap and quick. The graphics are good. It has a creepy atmosphere around the area of this ghost town, like the mist, the abandoned places, and the pathway of darkness. The enemies in the game are warrior zombie ghosts unarmed, armed with a sword, and a statue version of them. The female ghost that looks like the one from the Ring series, or Emerald Eye from Hellgirl. I can't believe I made that reference again. And that death face dude with the machete. Some of the enemies are slow and easy to kill. The female ghosts transport to get closer to attack you and grabbing you, while the warrior ghosts can parry as well. When you beat the stage, you have to upgrade your rank, unlock a single upgrade of your status like your health meter, sword magic meter, and different types of sword that have special tactics to execute. Well, they act all the same thing, so what's the point? When you beat the game, you unlock the difficulty of the game. 1 is easy, 2 is normal, and 3 is hard. But none of them make a difference anyway because they act the same way. Overall, this game is okay fun game. It's more like a quick fix Wii Motion Plus swordplay game with minimal flaws. It's a fun average game for a Wiiware game for 600 Wii points. GhostSlayer gets a 7 out of 10.
So you're the twerp I need a bag to give me some more mead.
Rage of the Gladiators is a Wiiware first-person perspective fantasy fighting game where you control a gladiator named Gracius, the prince of the majestic city called Atlantis. Wielding a warhammer and a shield, fight different types of opponents in arena and battle for his life. Your opponents will not take it easy on you, and they have some tricks on their sleeves. The gameplay was very similar to Nintendo's Punch-Out! The player must wait for the right moment and dodge, jump, or block the enemy's attack. After the void attack, the player must take advantage to attack them back. The player may counterattack them while the enemy is performing an attack. Once you learn to expose the weakness of each enemy with proper timing and agility, you can use this knowledge to defeat them. So it's like Punch-Out! There are 3 types of controls in the game. The Wii remote held sideways like an old school style controls like Punch-Out! On the NES. The Wii remote and nunchuck are used for attacks, but I found it weird because you're using the Wii remote for right swing on the Warhammer, and your nunchuck for your left swing on the Warhammer. It's like your two hands stuck on one hand. Whatever. And finally, my favorite type of controls that can use the Wii Motion Plus for realistic movements, like the Wii Motion Plus remote as a Warhammer and a nunchuck as a shield. So you had the controls for old school and motion control addicts. The bosses in this game are really fun to fight, like the green-faced pushover version of Kratos, the Bullman, the Medusa, the Ninja, and more bosses.
Come closer, my dear, and kiss me.
I would love to, but you have 7 fucking snakes on your hair, girl! Are you crazy? If you're trying to kiss me, one of them trying to bite me, so fuck that. Once you beat the boss, you have the option to upgrade your attacks, defense, or unlock a special move to get more stronger, because the fight will get more harder, so you have the chance to prepare yourself. Once further through the game, you will have a beautiful painted cutscenes of the backstory of Gracious and why he's in the arena fighting for his life. It has a good backup story for this Kratos.
I knew that something must be wrong.
The graphics in Rage of the Gladiators has really impressive visual design for a Wiiware game. The backgrounds, the special effects, and more are really awesome. The audio in this game are really well done. The music has the feeling in this game, and the voiceovers are excellent. Once you beat all 10 bosses in normal mode, you unlock challenge mode. Challenge mode that you fight the same 10 bosses from the normal mode, but they get more harder, smarter, faster, and stronger. So you have to think really fast on your reflex in this mode. When you beat that one, then you will reach the real final boss. I hadn't got that far yet, but I'll get to there soon. So overall, this Wiiware game has one of the best fun factors in this game. Good story, excellent controls, great challenges, and good audio. For a Wiiware title for 10,000 sim points, it is worth it. Rage of the Gladiators gets a 9 out of 10. Make it one of the fun Wiiware games I ever played.